A real, physical pinball machine is hard to replicate in the video environment. Well, those of us who owned a TurboGrafx were treated to Alien Crush. To me, one of the most unique and best playing video pinballs at the time. A year later, the aliens were replaced with demons and sorcerers as Naxxit Soft delivered another hit with Devilscrush. A TurboChip with a ton of gameplay, a great design, and even more ways to get the high score. Right from its creepy and just plain awesome title screen, Devilscrush rules the world within its weird world. When you begin, you are instantly presented with a unique crank shooter in the manual called the Spring of Justice. Once the ball is plunged, you will be taken into the depths of this living pinball machine, complete with skeletons, insects, dragons, sorcerers, and other ghastly demons. Not to mention your traditional pinball items like flippers, slingshots, bumpers, in-lanes and out-lanes, and eject holes. Unlike Alien Crush's 2-level playfield, Devilscrush gives us 3, with a nice smooth scroll between each. But honestly, I don't seem to stay at the top for very long. And Lord knows I try. Oh, come on. Come on, get up there. Oh, come on! Devilscrush is all about revealing things and witnessing ghastly transformations. Slingshots explode, spitting out strange little guys. Soldiers crisscross in front of your eyes. Sorcerers change colors as they spin. You'll also notice a skull that follows the ball, and eventually laughs at you when the ball goes down the drain. Hey, screw you, Skull. Okay, screw you, Skull! I think I'm gonna cry. The manual does a good job laying out the various areas and discussing ways to achieve scores, but it doesn't really dive into the deep strategy of the game, which is here in abundance. For example, the giant face seems to be just a bumper dead center in the second playfield, but after you wake her up, you can slowly reveal her demonic state by hitting the portals on either side. After the final demon mode is achieved, one of the 6 bonus levels is revealed. Speaking of bonus levels, entering the dragon gets you 1, entering the castle when it's orange gets you 1, smashing the small skulls gets you 1. And of course, there are others. Also, if you complete a bonus stage, your ball will turn blue, which will quadruple every point you achieve. Man, I have never been this excited to achieve blue balls. Yeah. Obviously, being in the lower level is dangerous, so opening up the secret entrances or barriers creates a safe mode. Learning how to achieve extra balls to keep your game going is also very important. The game even has a nice secret skill shot off the plunger, awarding a sweet 2 million. The demonic graphics and lively visuals in Devilscrush are just stunning at times. The colors are amazingly vibrant, the attention to detail is fantastic, and the animation is top-notch. It's a great mixture of pinball fantasy and pinball realism. I mean, check out the bonus counters printed right on the playfield. It really doesn't get much better for this type of game. The sound is also great, with fun pinball-like effects, grunts, groans, and splats. Unlike Alien Crush, which had 2 main tracks to choose from at the beginning, Devilscrush has only 1. But it is such a wonderful selection of music, and it creates such a perfect mood, you won't really be clamoring to change it. The control isn't bad at all and very simple. Button 1 controls the right flipper and shooter, Button 2 controls the nudge, preventing the ball from draining, and the control pad works the left flipper. The gravity and weight of the ball seems a bit odd at times, and the shots do have a tendency to veer in the wrong direction. I hit the ball off the end of my flipper and it went up the middle? What? But once you get used to these few quirks, the game has good flow and control. At the title screen, you can select a 2-player alternating mode and the ball speed at slow or fast. Just like its predecessor, scoring 1 billion will defeat the game. This time, however, a password save feature is implemented, saving your current progress and making this goal a bit easier to achieve. But honestly, my best game ever was about 7 hours total and only 250 million, a fourth of the way. I doubt I will ever beat this game legitimately, but it is sure fun to try. For their time, both Crush games really added some ingenuity and strategy with a mixture of realism and fantasy. To me, Devilscrush not only packed the fun of the original, but surpassed it, fixing some issues I had with Alien Crush and adding a ton of great stuff. I love this game, and I truly recommend it for anybody into pinballs, video pinballs, or blue balls. Wait, what? When I first got this game, I thought it was the best pinball simulation on the planet. It has bonus stage galore, 3 main playfields that nicely scroll, and a ton of items to complete for hours of fun. The good news is that it still holds up today and is still immensely addicting. Definitely one of the great ones from the TurboGrafx library, and this recommendation is coming from a pinball fan, a pinball collector, and a true pinhead.